Hello everyone. So today we're gonna see what is VSDLC model, what is it, advantages, disadvantages, and when to use. So let's start. What is V model? The V model of SDLC carries out the execution in a sequential manner. The structure it follows takes the shape of letter V. This model is also popularly termed as a verification and validation model. Here, each phase has to be finished before beginning of the next phase. A sequential design progression is followed like that of the waterfall model. So this is the diagram of the V model. As you can see, it's like the letter V. In parallel to software development phase, a corresponding series of the text phase also run in this model. Each stage compromises a specific type of testing done, and once that testing is passed, only then the next phase is start. So basically, why we call it verification and validation model, because this part of the model is verification and this part of the model is the validation. So let's see what is the verification and validation. So verification, in the concept of verification in the V model, static analysis technique is carried out without executing the code. This evaluation procedure is carried out at the time of development to check whether specific requirement will meet or not. Validation. This concept of V model compromises of dynamic analysis practice and testing is done by the code execution. The validation of a product is done once the development complete for the determining if the software meets up the customer hope needs. So both verification and validation are combined and work in parallel to make the V model fully functional. Now let's see these verification and validations, all the phases in detail. In verification we have four phases. In validation also we have four phases. So in verification we have first requirement analysis. In this stage of SDLC, a detailed conversation with the customer is made to understand their requirements as well as anticipation. Requirement gathering is another name of this phase. 2. System design or high level design. In this phase of SDLC, the system is designed with the entire the and hardware and the setup is constructed for product development. 3. Architectural design. The breakdown of system design to make more detailed version into modules which create different functionalities, transferring of data and connection between internal and external modules is evidently identified. 4. Low-level design or module design. This particular phase breaks down the entire product development into tiny modules where each intended module is specified. So it is also termed as low-level design or LLD. Now let's see what we get on the validation. First, unit testing. During the development of module design, unit testing is carried out. This plan is executed for eliminating bugs that are found in code at the development of your software. 2. Integration testing. Once the unit testing is done, the integration testing is carried out where the integration of the modules in the system is hard-ended. This testing is done in the architecture design phases. 3. System testing. This ultimate test is done when the entire product is completed in conjunction with the functionality, internal dependency requirements, and merging of the different modules into single unit. 4. User acceptance testing. This type of testing is carried out in front of the user or in a user environment where the product will ultimately set up the UAT, particularly test whether the product is capable enough to launch in the market or ready to work with in the real world. So now let's see what is the advantages and disadvantages of the model. Advantages of V model. It's easy to understand. 2. Testing methods like planning, test designing happen well before the coding. 3. This saves a lot time, hence a higher chance of success over the waterfall model. 4. Avoids the downward flow of the defects. 5. Works well for small plans where requirements are easily understood. Now let's see disadvantages. Very rigid and least flexible. 2. Not a good for a complex project. 3. Software is developed during the implementation stage, so no early prototypes of the software are produced. 4. If any changes happen in the midway, then the test documents along with the required documents has to be updated. Now let's see when to use. When the requirement is well defined and not ambiguous, the V-shaped model should be used for small to medium sized projects where requirements are very clearly defined and flexible. The V model should be chosen when sample technical resources are available with essential technical expertise. So this was the V model. Hope everyone understand it well. So if you're not, then you can drop a comment, so I will try to help you. So we will start our testing journey from our next video. Till then, be safe, be good, peace.